And I remember sending them Shatterpoint, and that tune to them didn't quite fit the vision of what they were doing. And they said something like, yeah, this isn't necessarily in our opinion one of your strongest, but keep sending. And I said, fine, whatever. I released it through AIA at the time, and so on and so forth. Then that tune turned out to be one of the most like iconic melodic drops of all time. Everybody started mixing it into their sets. Seven Lions started playing in EDC. Millennium started playing in all of his sets.
Put you on that with a lot of large
it was the song that's like, it's probably one of the more recognizable melodic drops. And at the time, to me, I was like this kid who was like, oh,
it got rejected.
Yeah. I sent it to some other friends who were like, yeah, this is a little weird, but it's all right. But I was like, I thought I had something here. But the problem is, this, Lizzy, by the time you're done making a song, you hate every little thing about it.
Hate it.
Every little thing about it. And so like at the time, it's really hard to be the one who says, hey, yo, screw all you, this is good, because you don't think it's good anymore.
Yeah.
So one of the most important things I learned how to do was when I'm writing music, I use my notes on my phone, and I take a bunch of notes, and usually all the notes that we write is things that need to be improved about the song.
Yes.
I need to fix this, I need to fix that. But now I'm trying to the last few years, I've made it a point to take notes when I really feel something in a song. Like, for example, I'm working on something, and I'll write, okay, this chord progression this night gave me goosebumps. And that tells me, okay, all right, I'm going to be sick of this chord progression in a week, and I'm going to want to change it. But remember that no. So you only hate it because you've heard it a million times.
Yep. Oh, 100%. And I have this thing where sometimes if I'm working on a project with the team, because again, you wear many hats. I do a bunch of stuff like Foley wise and all of that other stuff where you're working with a team. And if you have a team of people working underneath you, in your head, you go automatically to, this needs to be fixed. This isn't good. You think of all the bad things.
Always.
But if you can sandwich it, and you say, this is really great.
Right.
And this gave me chills.
Right.
And this is working.
Right.
And you leave it there. And then you write the things that need to be fixed. And then you say, but this is sick. And then you're like, wow, okay, you're kind of in like a happy, bad sandwich.
For sure.
And you just build off of that, because and it's so true about when a song's done, you're still nitpicking when it comes out. You've listened to it so many fucking times.
Don't listen to it when it's out.
That you are like, wow. But have you ever gone back to your discography? I literally did this the other night laying in bed, and I had a mix that was super like high-end crispy. And there was due date. It was for a remix, and I fucking hated it. And I was like, but a lot of people liked it, and like I just had to let it go. It was more important to have that come out with that label, confident in the song, fell in line with the lane I was going down at the time, than to pull it because of how I thought the mix ended up.
Absolutely.
And then I went back and I listened to it 6 months down the road, and I was like, there's really nothing wrong with this. It's not as bad as you thought. It really wasn't as bad as I thought.
It happens all the time.
And it's like a mind fuck.
Yes.
It's like all over the place.
You have to. Jeff said this, Seven Lions, recently. Completely, and it's funny because he actually failed to give any context, and we were trying to figure out what the hell he was talking about. But he in doing so left a sort of riddle that has really sort of helped lately, which was he was just saying, he said to me, Sam, zoom out. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then he like stopped texting back, and I was like, well, what the hell are we doing? But Jake and I were always like joking about like, yo, you really left us a little Da Vinci Code there. However, that's a great example of like when you zoom out, things aren't what they always seem, like, and I have, I've had so many issues even just lately on the album where when I zoom out, I'm like, all right, hang on, 1 decibel of clipping on this drop is okay. Like, it's okay. Little things like that. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Perspective changes things.
It's all perspective. And that's why I think it's important to walk away sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
People sometimes think that they can just like bat their head against the wall and it's gonna fix it. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll have a breakthrough, but other times you won't.